Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. Limousines drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy myself, they can't.
Darlings, we're here at the Long Island Film Expo, and I'm here with this fabulous filmmaker, Mr. Phil Galati. How wonderful! Your film is appearing here at the Long Island Film Expo. It's just marvelous.
It's my first time to the Long Island Expo, and I liked it. It's a very nice theater. We had a nice turnout. I thought that the film was well received. You know, it was definitely some laughter, and it is a comedy, drama comedy. So yeah, I thought it did well. You know, and of course, you know, everybody liked your performance. I heard some little comments and snickers when you were, you know, delivering your lines.
Really? Who said back there? Yeah.
Well, when you had that last line, you know, well, enjoy your stay. I heard somebody kind of giggling nearby. So
yeah. Well, that's my acting. Well, I'm glad that you had a film not too long ago, Late Tango.
Oh, the Tango Date.
The Tango Date, that's it.
The Tango Date was actually created last year, but here's a scoop for you. It was recently re-edited by myself 2 weeks ago. The Tango Brothers, as I like to call them, Claudio and Joe Seleniato.
I love those two guys. They're great.
They came to me and said, we want to re-edit the film. We want to make it a little shorter and change a few things. And so I'm actually right now, like when I leave here, I'm going to go back to the office and actually finish up. I'm doing their DVD design, the menu design, the bonus features. There's an extra dance in there. If you've seen the movie, there's an extra milonga. There's production stills, the trailer. So you know, I'm doing a whole retail package for them. So that's interesting that you mentioned it. And
well,
Claudio,
I saw parts of the film, and I saw the trailer, and I just loved it because I love
the film
dance.
at all. It's completely dance and music driven. And I don't know if you know, but Claudio was in Cannes. He was with another film.
Interesting.
And so I actually was in Cannes, and he's calling me saying, "Where are you?" I'm in front of I'm on the Crusette, and so I didn't even know he was going to be there. So then he ended up coming to a few industry events with Angelique and I.
Was that your first trip to Cannes?
My first trip to Cannes.
First Cannes Film Festival?
The first of many to come. You know, we have a plan in place to be there every year with, you know, at least one film, hopefully 2 or 3 films every year, so that we can continue to build a brand. Again, this is I'm repeating a lot of what you know, Angelique. You know, it's mainly her brainchild. I'm just sort of, you know, like I said, helping out where I can. On the technical side, the business side, I'm learning from her. She's been doing this a lot longer than I have, and she's very good at it. Very, very good at it. Actually directing Gunner's Rift, who is being produced by Rick Borgia. That's going to be shooting in September. Okay. So that'll actually be all of the features I've worked on and shorts. A lot of them have been co-productions. This will be my first sole directorial debut, and that has a fantastic cast. Rick Borgia, who plays the lead, he's opposite Robert Finero from The Sopranos. We also have Stephen Dash, who was in Friday the 13th.
Nice cast, nice ensemble.
Angel Salazar, who was Chi-Chi in Scarface. We have Stephen Bauer comes in. He was Manny in Scarface, Manolo. And there's a few others sprinkled in there, but we have a very, very nice, robust cast. And it's an original story. It's a murder mystery in a mob setting.
You like to make those kind of movies, don't you?
What can I say? They
My
sort of
audience,
find
do you think that what kind of independent films seem to be more successful? For a long time, it was horror.
Well, horror is one of the easier genres to make, even if it's made badly. People love horror films.
Yeah.
But I'm a sci-fi guy. I love science fiction. As far as successful in money making, I push the sci-fi genre. If you look it up on the internet, if you go to thenumbers.com, there's about 400 sci-fi films that have been made since like 1975. They're in the third place as far as most money made. It's like 5 billion or something like that. And then ahead of that in the other categories are like comedies and dramas. But if you look at the number of dramas, it's like 5,000 dramas versus 400 sci-fi.
That's interesting.
And they're only separated by like 2 billion, 3 billion. You know, it's not much money for the volume. So to me, sci-fi is, as far as successful measured in dollars, that's the way to go. And horror fits into the sci-fi category most of the time. You know, sometimes it's a psychological horror.
Is it hard to make a sci-fi film? I would think it would be hard to make.
It all depends on the script. It all depends on the script. You know, if you have a lot of special effects, maybe it would be hard. If it's all, very simple, easy to do special effects or in-camera special effects, not at all. I did a sort of a sci-fi thriller that was it was a 72-hour film competition. It's actually on my website. It's called Pressure, and I was the DP and editor for that. And we lit a girl's foot on fire.
Oh my God!
In camera, it's real flames, and it looks like her foot is burning, but it's not for
Twilight
real.
seems to be such a hit now.
It is. It is. I've watched the first two. I haven't seen the third one. I like what they're doing with the genre, but it's definitely targeted towards a specific market. It's targeted.
The kids like it.
It's targeted towards kids.
Yeah.
The film the vampire film I'm working on has no. I mean, kids will love it because it'll be hip and cool.
But it's more sophisticated.
It's very sophisticated. It's targeted towards adults. It's also a romance film. It's an action, romance, sci-fi film, and it redefines the vampire genre. It goes back much further than any of the other stories have, and it gives them a completely different background.
Anything else about Bitten and Scorned that my audience would like to know about?
The storyline was developed with me and Angelique Monet, and she's also one of the stars of the film. She plays one of the
vampires.
Well, I can't say that she's a vampire. Oh. She's a character.
You're giving it away, huh?
No, I'm not saying she's a vampire, although I'm not saying she isn't a vampire. But she is a character in the film. She's one of the romance characters. So, she's going to be tugging on those heartstrings. But the two of us developed the storyline together, and, it's been, a partnership that we've been putting together. So I wanted to mention that, because we do pretty much everything together. We work a lot. So, but as far as more information and where you could find out anything about Bitten and Scorned and any other work that myself and Angelique are working on, because everything I post on my website. It's www.bluecastproductions.com.
Fabulous. Have fun at the Long Island Film Expo. We'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews at the Long Island Film Expo. Keep watching. Pink Champagne Kisses.
Oh, I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress, one of a kind girl. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.